Tito and I wrestled in January of 1997.
Tito, Ortiz, Chael.
What happened then?
Yeah, this is amateur wrestling. This is wrestling in college. I didn't know he was a silver medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling.
He had already been in the UFC, and then he went into college. He was a big guy. He had the tattoos on his arms and the bleached hair and the whole bit. There's a move called a head and arm that is so effective, and it's very difficult to stop. So I caught him in this move, and I caught him early.
Put him on my back and pinned me in 30 seconds. It hurt me emotionally. I remember as soon as that match was over, I put on my running shoes and I went and I ran stairs until the whole duel was over.
6 months after I pinned him, he dropped out of school, went into the UFC, and became the world champion. Tito go out and have a win, I felt a little bit attached to that. Tito was selling tickets. Tito was a big deal. Tito was on the poster. My dad was a Tito fan, and we talk about that. We talk about what makes somebody successful in terms of marketing, in terms of getting an emotion from the fans, being what a promoter wants to work with. We would talk about that stuff. I stayed in school, pursued my national and Olympic dreams, and then I started chasing him. When Tito hears that, he takes that as a sign of disrespect, but he's actually hearing it wrong. Tito was where I wanted to be before I was there. I'm on a Legends ass whipping tour, and I'm starting with Tito Ortiz.
I heard you say over and over again it's about your legacy and what you want to leave behind and what you want people to remember of you. What do you personally want your legacy to be?
Something that I see that I've given to a lot of fighters. I was always the first person to do things for the first time, and people just copied it. Like Chael Sonnen talking trash. I taught him how to do that. This fight is my life. This is my legacy. I want to do it the right way. This is going to be a reunion where I'm going to get my hand raised, and now I have an opportunity to get my redemption.
You came in there, you look pretty tense right now looking at Chael. Is he the perfect opponent for you, and how do you envision the perfect ending for your career on Saturday night?
I'm going to dominate. I expect no least than what I expect in my camp, what I've been doing in my camp against the training partners I've had, the work I put in over the last 14 weeks. I dislike this man. Not even a man, he's a child. He's said some personal things about me, and he's lit a fire under my ass like no other. I've been in camp for 14 weeks. This guy thinks he can come in after 8 weeks of camp and compete with me after taking 3 years off. I'm gonna hurt him.
You seem to be one of those that relish in the fact that you do a lot of the media during fight week. Is there an advantage for a fighter to do that, and to take their minds off of maybe the fighter or anything like that? Can you expand that a little bit?
Yeah, I like distractions. I don't even know what Tito's doing here. I came here to fight Wanderlei Silva, and he's busy. I got a phone call, said, you want to fight Tito on January 21st? My wife said we didn't have anything going on, so I came out to California. I love having distractions. I don't like days off. Tito is literally in the only profession I know of where you don't need to wear a suit, and he keeps showing up in one. It's like a local funeral parlor clothes, and he went and took it off a corpse.
It's something you need to learn.
Shows up looking like a maitre d' at Golden Corral.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that he got here. Somebody got him the Uber app, or he thumbed a ride down here. I hope he gets to the Forum on Saturday
You're very welcome.
night.
Speaking of which, Tito, what did you do with the money you won off of Amanda Nunes, by the way?
Actually, I just parlayed it into me kicking Chael's ass.
Yeah, everything in that photo about Tito with that ticket, except Tito. I could have sent out that same. You really think Tito Ortiz put 55 grand on Amanda Nunes? Come on, man. No.
Okay, final question for
You're
Scott.
You're a little speechless on that.
Yeah, a little bit speechless on that.
Did I just break it to you? There's something out there called Photoshop?
I think everybody's starting to believe your lies now. Finally, your lies aren't becoming truth, huh, buddy?
Question for both of you guys. What does your opponent do best, and what do you think you can exploit?
Tito, go ahead. Tell him what I do so well.
Well, he talks well. His mouth has gotten him in every fight, big fight that he's had. And every time when it's time to present and perform, he's failed. On Saturday night, it's not going to change. What I do well, I come in with heart, I come in with determination, I come in with hard work and perseverance. When I get my hand raised, I don't know why. And so all the millions of fans that have had my back over the last 20 years.
Tito always says I'm using my mouth to get my opportunities. The only person I know that made money using their mouth is his ex-wife.
You're a fucking punk, dude. That's what you call class right here compared to no class.
That was a nasty line.
No class. No class at all. That's why you see him with thongs and fucking jeans and a t-shirt. No class.
They don't call you the bad guy for nothing.
Then you got the jackals and the rest of the wilderness looking and seeing these lions on that mountaintop. And they come over and bother him. The jackals laugh at him. The hyenas laugh at him, nip at his toes. They eat all of his food. And they sit back. And they got jackals like this who think it's a comedy. Until one day he gets sick of it and he attacks and he shows to these people who the fucking king of the jungle is. And this little hyena, I'm gonna eat right through him. And we'll see on Saturday night. You know what? It's good because it fuels me. It's fueled me over the last 14 weeks. And it's great to see. Because you hear that snoring nose? That's a snoring nose you're gonna hear in the second round of the fight.
That's good. That was good. That was good work by you. I gave you a good setup.
Yeah, you're a good comedian, man. That's about it. You're a good actor. That's about it.
Just here to help.
I'm a fighter. You're an actor. You're on The fucking Apprentice because of me. You're the bad guy because of me. You try to talk because of me. You've never won a world title. Who's the last champion you've ever beat? Who's the last legend, as you say, you've ever beat?
Tell another jackal story about Christopher Walken and a mane and a lion and Vitor from back in the day.
Fucking joker. You're a joker. Dude.
Hey, classy.
You're a joker, dude.
204.8 for Tito Ortiz. Oh, me first, buddy. Me first. No more press conferences. No more talking. No more interviews. The next time you see him is going to be in the cage. How's that going to feel?
I finally just got to shut up, and I'm going to shut him up on Saturday night.
Been a long time coming. Chael Sonnen versus Tito Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Tito's awesome. I don't dispute that he belongs in the Hall of Fame, that he's a legend, and I don't dispute any of his world championships. My contention from day one is I was the baddest dude in the world and I couldn't get my opportunity. When I got it, I ran with it, and I'm still here. But I was in the practice room with world champions, Pride world champions, UFC world champions, and the guys that were around and the guys that had the belts, they will tell you I was whipping them on a daily basis, and they did everything they could to keep me out of the organizations. That's a reality. I thought I could beat Tito, but I never locked up with him. I don't know for sure, but I told everybody that I could, and it took me 20 years to get here, and we're all going to find out together whether that statement's true or not.
I've been fueled on anger my whole time, my whole career. I love it. I love to prove people wrong. I've been doing my whole life. I love to prove all my fans right, that have my back no matter what. I live on emotions. People say, oh, you shouldn't fight angry. No, I fight angry because I fight smart when I'm angry. Because I know what's on the line. And what's on the line is my life. This ain't a competition. This ain't a match. This ain't a wrestling match. This is a fight. I'm here to dominate. I'm here to hurt that man. The one who causes the most amount of damage in the quickest amount of time is going to be the winner. Plain and simple. Fact.
The moment has arrived. Who refereed Tito on his first night in 1997.
At all times, you obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good. Step back. Good luck.
Not a chance. Just the second time he's been in with Chael Sonnen. The fight clock in the main event, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. It's Miller time.
Takedown by Tito. Nice sweep by Chael. He has a great guillotine if he can get on top and use it. Angling off, getting in Darce choke position.
Saw the grip change in good position.
And his hips getting out to the side. Now he's really going for it. Look for him to sit that right hip down. Doesn't have it all the way yet.
And he knew it.
Up on it, yep. Didn't want to waste a lot of energy early. He's in half guard. Hard to finish this in half guard. He's giving the thumbs up. Guillotines come from the hips. Half guard, that's hard to finish. Chael's cranking on it though. He's out. This is exactly where Chael didn't want to be. Full mount.
Stepped over. Tito inching towards that legendary Hall of Fame ground and pound. See what he's been known for throughout his career, his top pressure. Now he's on the back. And this is a bad start for Chael Sonnen. Tito had to start early, and he did. Is he under the chin? He is not, but Tito might be strong enough to finish anyway. Especially early in the fight. They're dry, Tito's strong. That's it! Got him! And it wasn't even close. Tito Ortiz writes his fairy tale ending.
As soon as he was on top, that's when you knew, bad night for Chael Sonnen. Hadn't fought in 3 years, he found himself mounted early. Tito never let him off the hook.
No one is sitting. This is a curtain call.
I know. I told him Monday, I said, dude, it's easy he left you because you're putting him on the spot. And he doesn't really honestly know the fucking difference in the goddamn thing. I know. I told her. There you go. I told her. I said, I said, what do you want him to do?
Winner by submission, the longtime Huntington Beach bad boy, now the People's Champion, Tito Ortiz.
The Huntington Beach bad boy, the People's Champion, whatever you want to call him, he's a legend, Tito Ortiz.
Everyone, this will be the last time I'll be in this cage. So as we do in wrestling, usually you retire your wrestling shoes. Tonight, January 21st, 2017, I'm gonna let my son lay these gloves down right here in the Bellator cage, because this is the last time that I'll be fighting. Thank you guys for the support for 20 years. Scott Coker, Kevin K, Bellator, Spike, Viacom, thank you, fans, the millions of fans that are watching on TV. Everybody who sold this house out, thank you from the bottom of my heart.